inside.
For clothes that Tristan lost.
What do you want to talk about this week, fool? Same thing we talk about every week. Is anybody really in charge?
Bold 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener.
I know a girl that gets a mud pack every day. She puts on a mud pack every day, and she looks great until the mud falls off, which is why I started the phone and call. It's private, confidential, one-on-one, and discreet, and you can talk about whatever you want. Talk about whatever you want. But what are you looking at me for? Get off the couch, get out of bed, go to the phone, call the number, call Ben, you gotta get to the phone. This is the easiest way to meet people. The same people you see walking down the street, the same people you see in the clubs, the bars, the malls, the work, but you don't talk to them, and now you can't talk. So go to the phone and call.
It's impossible.
Game of level 15, and it is virtually
Jazz hands. Welcome to the living room. I am Eric. 604-336-3896. 604-336-3896. Call anytime. It's a wonderful experience. You've never experienced such a glamorous event in your life. I am not a doctor. Just like the end of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I forget the production company. Welcome to the living room. We're doing stuff today. We're talking about what's on the mental health check. The end of the show is talking about, oh shit, this weird kind of thing happened to me. So I need to get in touch with my little guy, my little Eric. Say, hey, what's up, buddy? Good job. And do that sort of stuff. So we're going to talk about that. And the experience is weird. It's just a trip. Before that, though, we're going to talk about celebrity. Again, we've talked about celebrity on the show once before with Amir, who will be back soon someday, I promise. And it was an interesting conversation. It actually was the most watched show that we have. So we're going to talk about celebrity today. And that's all you're going to do. That's all you're going to get. But remember, the seasons are changing. And so as the seasons change, so do the animals. And like most places in Canada, the goose, the mighty chicken eagle, as people call it. What do they call it? It's the Canadian chicken, the hawk duck, something like that. The goose. It's goose time. It's goose season, and so you really got to watch out for the goose and their dodging little goose poops on my walk through the park. Little goose poops on my walk through the park.
Just the other day I slipped and fell to the ground, trying to dodge a little green and white mounds. When one is right in front of me, I don't even try to move it out of the way, cause it might peck on my eye. Dodge a little goose poops on my walk through the park.
Little goose poops on my walk through the park.
I'll give you trouble.
Pop your piece around the track if you get
Nails and more nails.
Bow, bow. Oh, welcome back to the living room. 604-336-3896. I present to you Amir, as I just mentioned, twice, 3 times. I don't know. I don't have much to say about him. He pisses me off because he's so fucking handsome. Like, it's incredible. But he's a really good friend of mine. Really good friend. This is Jody. This is Vancy Pants. We worked together starting back in 2018, and we've been fast friends ever since. She helped me through my mental breakdown when I wanted to walk into the ocean and disappear. You know what I'm saying? Ugh, not good. But thankful for her. This is Felipe. He's an old man that has a tattoo of himself on himself. Look at that shit. What an idiot. But I love this man to death. He's corny, sentimental, as old as he looks. He used to live a super fast life, and I'm hella proud of him for being a good human, changing his ways and having honest regret for his choices and working every day to build community and be a better man. Also raising his son to be the beautiful little man that he is. This is my cousin Becky. She is my heart. This is her little sister Ella. I would jump off a cliff if it meant that they were happy. I would kiss Donald Trump's balloon knot and fondle his nuts if it meant that they would be okay. He probably has the square butt. He's got that old square butt, man, square butt. Part it. The Red Sea. It's on. I don't care. As long as they're happy and they're okay and safe. There's a long list of people that are in my life that I feel that way about. Maybe not as intense as that, but I do feel that way. This is Milhouse. He dressed up as Milhouse one year for Halloween and looked exactly like Milhouse, so we call him Milhouse amongst my 9,000 other nicknames. This is Wayne, Milhouse, and myself in Toronto. Excuse me. Wayne died 2 years ago. He was just an old grumpy fucker, but we loved him. When we were kids, a whole lot of trouble was caused by us, you could say. You know, it's a thing we did. We like to do that. But if there was a problem, Wayne would be there. Any problem, he would be there. And also, most of my friends were single parents. So that was a whole different dynamic. So having an adult like that around was special. Wayne was a farmer, so he could do anything. He could kill you with one hand while he slaughtered a moose with the other. This is his best friend, Lyle. When I was sleeping on couches and jumping from home to home, Lyle met me where I was at. He didn't pressure me. He spoke to me plainly and with purpose. He let me know he was there. He was an anchor for me, so I didn't get lost, and I could have. Why am I listing these people that I love so much? It's because I understand them, and I know the person they are. I can say with the utmost confidence that they're good people. At least they're trying. And if they have made mistakes, I know of them, and I'm okay with them or not. And all of them I'm okay with because they haven't made that big of mistakes. We need to uplift these people in our lives more. That's the point. This is a celebrity. Here's another. She's so fucking hot. It's insane. Here's another great musician, but I don't know them. So are they a good person? Don't get me wrong. They most likely are, but I don't know. I don't know. Prove it. Show me the money. Show me the evidence. All of them incredibly talented. The most talented in the world? No, not a chance. There are 8 billion people on this bloody planet. There's not just one or two that can do the things that these people do. There are continents full of genius-level actors, scientists. We just don't acknowledge them because of racism. We tolerate the nonsense of celebrity and the pedestal we put these people on, but why? They are no more special. Well, than me, maybe. That's about it. No more special than you, though. I promise. We can all sing. We can all learn an instrument. We can all study acting. Come on, if we have the time. We can all analyze political commentary. There is some kid from YouTube that goes on CNN, for fuck's sakes. Watch out, Wolf Blitzer. Death is obviously never coming for you, but this random YouTube kid is. Celebrity has stagnated, if anything, the majority of society's musical exploration and diversity.
It occurred to me, having watched MTV over the last few months, that it's a solid enterprise and it's got a lot going for it. I'm just floored by the fact that there's so few black artists featured on it. Why is that?
I think that we're trying to move in that direction. We want to play artists that seem to be doing music that fits into what we want to play for MTV. The company is thinking in terms of narrow casting.
That's evident. It's evident in the fact that the only few black artists that one does see are on about 2:30 in the morning or to around 6. Very few are featured predominantly during the day.
No, that's a...
I'll say that over the last couple of weeks these things have been changing, but it's a slow process.
When we're force-fed celebrity, it creates a pretty lame landscape. After all, it's a product created by people in boardrooms that want to make money.
There's too much personality in music. Who the hell cares about who it is? It's the music that stands up. I would like the audience not to know who I was and not to see me in completely all forms of music, in fact. Not to know the artist, not to see the artist, not to know who wrote the song or the piece, but just to hear the music completely devoid of anything and evaluate the music on its merits. I don't believe in giving the audience what they want anyway. I believe in giving the audience my best and making them like it. You don't make hit records that way, but you can sleep at night.
We need to start taking the celeb off the podium. Will Smith is a great example of that. And we need to do this not just for society and uplifting everyone, but we need to do this for the sake of the celebrity, for goodness sake, because it's your fault. It's my fault. Justin Bieber acts like a little shit to Hailey in public.
What up, Jay? What's up, Justin? Good morning, Justin.
But it's my fault. It's your fault. It's part of something called neuroplasticity. That's the overarching thing. The brain can change itself.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Even Nikki Sixx recently said in an interview with Guitar World magazine that, quote, my ego ain't my amigo, in very Nikki Sixx fashion, end quote. To help us understand the celebrity thing, we turn to the most reliable forms of science. Monkey porn. Just sit down, listen. There was an experiment done on celebrity and ego, and it's monkey porn. It's based on the reward system, and here's how the reward system works.
The one on the left is the monkey who gets cucumber. The one on the right is the one who gets grapes. The one who gets cucumber, note that the first piece of cucumber is perfectly fine. The first piece she eats. Then she sees the other one getting grape, and you will see what happens. So she gives a rock to us, that's the task. And we give her a piece of cucumber, and she eats it. The other one needs to give a rock to us. And that's what she does. And she gets a grape. And she eats it. The other one sees that. She gives a rock to us now, gets again cucumber. She tests the rock now against the wall. She needs to give it to us. And she gets cucumber again.
So now that we understand the reward system, let's get to the sweet, juicy monkey porn for that ass. The Faces magazine article from 2005 called What Fame Does to Your Brain said the following. In 2005, a Dr. Platt and fellow neurobiologist Dr. Robert Diener at Duke University published the results of an experiment they called the monkey paws pay-per-view. The animals were taught that if they looked in one direction, they would receive a squirt of cherry juice, delicious, delicious cherry juice. If they looked in another, they received a small squirt. But they also got an image to look at. Either the face of a high-status monkey. I didn't get clips on what makes a monkey high status. You'll have to learn that on your own. Or the attractive back end of a female monkey. Over and over they did this. The scientists demonstrated that monkeys were willing to pay for a chance to check out high-status or celebrity monkeys by trading off their sweet, sweet cherry juice. The experiment showed that monkeys discriminated between other monkeys in terms of their social status. I keep doing this weird thing with my hand. I don't know why. That the importance of this social information was wired to their brains. According to Dr. Platt, the study may have implications on our own strange fixations that we have with celebrity, and all of them. Keanu Reeves. My girlfriend loves Keanu Reeves, just loves him to death, would tongue his butthole to death till he died. That's the celebrity that she puts on him. And we're all guilty of it. Come on. We put down, quote, this is back to the article, we put down $5 in Dr. Platt, and we buy People magazine, and we turn on Entertainment Tonight, and we tune into Twitter, and it's honestly silly because those people are not part of our lives at all. One of the strange quirks of acquiring higher social status is that it tends to make people less interested in you. You can think of attention as a knob that you can turn up and down. Dr. Platt continues. I'm not this smart. And when you're a low status, you turn that knob all the way up. You're paying attention to everybody, and you're trying to learn about them. If you're high status, then your knob is turned right down, really low. Not down, but low, because it doesn't really matter. You do whatever you want. It just makes you more aloof. Harrison Ford said that being famous is like walking down the street with a skunk on your head. So thank you, The Face magazine, for that. I don't like looking at my own face, so reading The Face magazine is just so helpful. So your brain, if your brain is affected by celebrity as much as it is, then let's make our friends the celebrities. Let's make them aloof. That's why I was listing them at the start. Let's make that Amir is Jesus. You know, Felipe, he has a tattoo of himself on himself. What an idiot. Let's make that feeling happen when we see the people in our lives that we know for sure should be lifted up or even just treated equally. If we elevate the people around us, we'll become the celebrity and they'll be lifted up as well. But we won't be doing it for money, just our own little circle of fame. But it's that feeling, that juicy monkey juice feeling that you get with the homies. Because we love the people in our lives, and that's why we should do it. That feeling celebrity boner gives us. We can attach that word, celebrity, to whoever or whatever we want. Just like the monkeys. We are adults. Most of us should probably be an adult. I swear a lot. We are adults. Who cares, you little shit? You can hang out. We're free thinkers. And the wonderful monkey porn research that helped us understand this so much better. Thank you for that. David Bowie once said, tomorrow, but now I'm doing celebrity shit. But it's a good quote. So I'm not celebritizing him. I'm just using him as a quote source. Is it David Bowie once said, tomorrow belongs to those who see it coming. End quote. Let's lift each other up so we can all see it together. What the fuck's going on here? What are we doing? The revolution will not be televised because it starts in your mind. These are the first steps to building a Star Trek-like utopia where there's no currency. We make Wagyu beef out of human poop, and you get to make out with green and red-skinned aliens. I mean, come on. Lift your friends up. Lift this fucker up. Look at him. It's Amir. Looks like Jesus. I think he's Jesus. We'll have him on the show sometime. Love you, Amir. Lift your friends up.
After the honeymoon, but when I got back and I found out that he'd stolen Ben.
Lies have gotten all of us into so much trouble.
Hello, and welcome to this ABC press conference. I'm Counselor Peter Klassener. Today we're at Jericho Beach, beautiful Jericho Beach, to announce that we've given more funding to community safety, even more. After removing funding for the lifeguards and putting it towards police to make us more safe, we're taking steps to acquire funds to put back into the services we took money from in the first place. We'll be putting up more signage just like this. It's a bold step, and it's the first in many that we'll be taking to make Vancouver beaches even more safer than before, when there was no signs. We've actually saved money twice by cutting the funding, then replacing the life-saving lifeguards with much cheaper signage, reminding citizens again that there are no lifeguards on the beaches. There's actually a really fantastic article in the Georgia Strait local newspaper. If you haven't read it, it's top dollar. You should just read it. It's worth every penny you might pay for a absolutely, totally unbiased opinion about it. But we're here about the safety of our citizens and we only care about that and your safety and how we can help with that with the more signs.
Can someone send some help? Oh goodness, sorry for
we're trying to do a thing.
The press conference, but are you blocking me with that sign? Look, can you just send some help? I was gonna go to kids' pool, but I couldn't get in until next week, so I came out here even though there's no signs or lifeguards. You guys should put up more signs. Oh, so now I'm drowning. Oh boy. Is anyone a lifeguard? Oh, geez, looks like that's it for me.
Sorry about that, folks. We're all about safety here, and we just want to reinforce that. And we've taken more steps for community safety and signage like this that will keep us from drowning in a city of chaos. At ABC, our counselors believe that protecting our citizens is number one. Absolutely. No questions. Thank you for your time today. Can someone get rid of that? Is anyone a lifeguard?
We now continue with Smurf.
Let's try not to get into too much politics. So the deal on the mental health check today, unless it's local. Let's talk local. Are you a local news person? Come on the show. Come talk to me about something that's important to you. Foo. Mental health check today. Abby is absent today. She was busy. She couldn't get us the video, but she'll be back next week. We'll do another conversation about this exact same thing, and we'll re it up so that we can use her wonderful content. It's wonderful. That's Abby DeForest of Truth Body Therapy. She's our mental health expert that comes on after I cry and talk like a blabbering fool here for about as little as possible. I'll try and keep it quick. She comes in and gives us a little what to do. Hopefully something that's helpful. We try to think of something that's, useful and a tool that you can walk away with, because that's the point in this and these conversations and this one that we're having now. So my brother doesn't like me, and he doesn't like my mother. He's made it very clear that he's just, there's a few times in my life where he's wanted me really around, and it's okay. I've gone through it all. I've done the therapy, and I'm cool with it. I don't let him affect me emotionally. But there's no but. It's not really affecting me emotionally, but there's just this weird thing happened that it wasn't weird, but I was talking to my friend, Jeff, because as last week I mentioned that I have a health issue, so I'm slowly telling friends, and I told Jeff Tom, and Jeff Tom's like the homie, the tight homie. We'd made music together. That's Versatile, if you ever want to look him up. He's got the family, the kids, like 4 kids, beautiful hot wife. I don't know how he did that. But no, he's a great guy. That's how he fucking did it. You're damn right he did. So Jeff was talking to me, and we were conversing, and I spilled my beans about, with my health issues, and I got to take my forever pill. And he's like, he's like, hey, your brother? I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, yeah, so he moved to Antigua. And I'm like, well, what? And wait, and I just double take because I'm like, wait, what? Wait, who? What? And yeah, so Jeff tells me that my brother moved to a country called Antigua, Barubu, something like that. It's in close to South America, the Caribbean, I guess. And it was weird to hear it, just because nobody knew. Well, I guess there was fleeting evidence of it in trails of emails that other people have tried to reach out to him and only got faint responses, or just whatever responses, or no response at all. There was rumors of something moving, but I thought he lived in Comox, BC on Vancouver Island. And I always ask people to never talk to me about my brother, because that's just a boundary for me, because there's lots of shit there that's just not cool, and it comes up, and I think about it all the time. It's even talking about it now, sometimes it takes me 2 days to, let that stuff go, and it's not my brother, it's other stuff around it, but it is my brother. It's hard to explain, but I don't want to get into it, because I'm talking about something else, and I tend to wander. And so, yeah, so my brother, he lives in a different country, and I'm finding out all this information, and it made me, just for a second, because I try not to do it and I work through it, it made me think about it for a little while, just what the fuck did I do to this fucking guy that he fucking hates me so much, that and everybody else, and it's not just me, this is not a pity party at all, everyone other than a few select people that he chooses, which is cool, whatever. He hates us. He left the country now. It's probably for, I feel like it's fucking, what do you call it? Incel. He's probably an incel or something. Shit, fucking weirdo. Anyways, So it got me thinking about that stuff, the what did I do to deserve this? And so I worked through it, and you gotta remember that, whatever I did, it's not this bad. Nothing is. And this is all just them, and they probably hate themselves. He hates himself more than he hates me. Or he hates himself enough to hate me and everybody else in his life, his mom. Everybody, though, I don't know, man. It's weird. That's a lot of hate for yourself. And so and I was going through it and having to analyze and figuring out that it's not me, it's not anybody, it's all them. But it just, it put me through this childhood stuff, going through different scenarios, the traumatic ones that make you think, and that he makes my brain think about. And I had to think about myself, and so that's why I wanted Abby today to talk, as I mentioned, and she'll be back next week from Truth Body Therapy. Or not next week, next time. I don't know when it'll be. How the little guy, we have to stop and thank them and be grateful for them through all the crap, because I'm reliving all the crap that little guy went through. And so stopping and acknowledging the guy and being like, hey, bro, thanks. That was amazing. You're pretty tough, because that was weird and hellish what you went through. That sort of stuff. And so that's always a deep breath and figuring it out. But that's the mental health joke today. Check your little guy and say thanks. Because it's tough. And it was tough. 2 in a row cries. At least it's not drizzling down my face. Like last time, I didn't have the lighting right, and it was just this glistening tears. But anyways, that's it. Just give your little guy props and say what's up and check in. Because it feels good. So, that's that. All right, next week, next week, next month, whenever it is, a little while, next show, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm going to try and get a guest in. I'm trying to get Karen Ward to talk about the drug poisoning murders by the government and see if she'll come on, and we'll chat about what I want to talk to her about, because she's so smart and she has so much goddamn information. Even when you talk to her, it's hard to wrangle her in because she just knows so much. But I want to talk about studies and the billions of them and how useless they are and how they only prop up the schools and people that do it, and that it doesn't help the struggling and all that stuff. So we're going to shoot for that for next episode. So if you're hanging out with that, let's do it. Thanks for doing this. This was fantastic, and you can flip now. Baba Booey.